Hello, this is Matthew Hausman and my video presentation for strategic communications. I've had some technical difficulties, so I'm going to try to do this in different parts. The files have been crashing on me, so I apologize for that. I also apologize for a cold I've been fighting. Anyway, I am representing teams, teachers engaging across multidisciplinary standards. And the target audience for this presentation is Teach Plus, an organization that promotes teacher leadership. And we've actually presented at a couple of Teach Plus conferences in the past. And so we're going to try and build upon that relationship. And with that, I'll get started. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matthew Hausman. I'm co-founder of Teams, Teachers Engaging Across Multidisciplinary Standards. We've worked with Teach Plus in the past at a couple of Common Core conferences, and we'd like to build on that relationship and move forward. So as I've said, we have presented at a couple of conferences. The picture on the right is my colleague and co-founder Hilary Sardine and myself presenting at the Launch LA Common Core Conference in Los Angeles that was put on by Teach Plus. We also presented at a similar conference by Teach Plus in Indianapolis. And we believe that there are more opportunities for collaboration between Teams and Teach Plus, especially focused on interdisciplinary collaboration, which is Teams focus, and Common Core standards, which is a shared focus between Teams and teachers and Teach Plus. So to show this, I'm just displayed the two mission statements, or parts of the two mission statements between Teams and Teach Plus, and just highlighted some of the similarities, especially focused on the successful implementation of Common Core, which Teams believes can be done through interdisciplinary collaboration. Now I want to take a step back and ask you a question. I'd like you to think about a novel solution you've had for a problem. Could be at work, could be around the house, but something where you had to think outside of the box. I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about that. And I'll follow that up with a little story back from the typewriter days of yore. A secretary in Dallas was frustrated because every time she would make a mistake, she would have to go back and start all over on the paper she was typing. And she thought about artists and how artists, if they made a mistake, they didn't start all over, they just painted over the mistake and went forward. And so she wondered if that could be applied to her job. And playing with a few different colors and chemicals and materials, eventually liquid paper was invented. And it all came from that concept, completely unrelated to typewriting and secretaries. It came from artists painting over their mistakes. And the reason I bring this up is that solutions often come from sources outside the specific application you're looking at the time. This kind of innovation. And interdisciplinary collaboration can help develop that skill, not only among students, but teachers as well, that they can see how art and history and English and science and math, how they can all fit together and how one can be applied to another. And you never know when those concepts will come together and come up with a novel solution. And I'm going to stop here for a second to change videos.